How ridiculous would you look if you went to Walmart and you went up to the cashier and you're like, hey, like I want to buy this mug, but it's $20, but I can only give you 10 for it. Like, can I buy it? Like, bro, they would think you're a dumbass. Like, they would look at you like you're insane. Like, no, the price is just the price. The price is what it's listed at. The price is the price. Take it or leave it. Buy it or don't buy it. That's the mentality that you need to get into as a freelancer. Like, what is this, Black Friday? Like, bro, no. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a sales expert and I don't claim to be, but I do have a decent amount of knowledge on traditional sales, and I definitely know what I'm talking about when it comes to sales in a creative industry, because selling a creative service where your service isn't directly tied to an ROI is a completely different game than, like traditional sales where you buy my service and then you make X dollars back. The big key here comes down to one word, and the word is conviction. Think about the best athletes in the world, like Kobe or Mike Tyson or whoever you want to think about. It's not that these guys are just outrageously more athletic than all of their competition. It's just that they have this massive amount of conviction and self-belief. And I'm not trying to make this like a mindset video, because I'm going to give you some like actionable shit here in a moment. They didn't reach the highest levels by just waking up and thinking that they're just good at what they do. It's like, no, they know they're the shit. They have this insane amount of conviction in everything that they say, everything that they do, their self-belief when they wake up in the morning, like how they think of themselves and all that. So how does this relate to negotiation? It's like, bro, if there's a plane crash and you get stranded on an island and everyone's freaking out and they don't know what to do, it's like, who are you going to listen to? The guy who's like,
guys, like, maybe I think we should go this way. Like, I'm not sure though. Like, we might die, but like maybe there's food over there.
Or are you going to listen to the guy who says, no, we're going this way. If we go that way, we're going to die. This is the way that we have to go. There's food over here. It's like, bro, obviously you're going to listen to the guy who's actually confident in his decision. And this is very important when it comes to selling a creative service. You need to get out of this mindset where you take every job thrown your way. It's like, bro, you're not an Uber driver. Uber drivers take every ride offered to them because they have to. We do not. Now, if you're just starting out, I understand that this is way easier said than done. But if you're in that position, I highly recommend you check out the Freelance Formula. First link in the description. It's the best product on the market, especially at this price point, even compared to products 10x the price. Like, my shit is actually fire. It's none of this fluff shit. You can finish it in like 6 hours. It's the raw shit that you need to know to get to 10K or 20K a month. But yeah, back to conviction. So for example, if you say the price is $1,000 and the client comes back and they're like, is there any chance you can do $800? You say, nah, bro, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Guys, I'm telling you, no one is that broke unless you're working with like the shittiest clients, which, bro, like I'm telling you, no one is that broke. 9 times out of 10, they will happily pay you the full rate that you want. They're just trying to see what they can get out of you. Because here's what happens. It's a snowball effect. If you agree to that 800, now every time you go to increase your prices or negotiate with someone, you have this trauma in your head because you have no confidence because you folded over $200. Bro, $200. Like, bro, guys, like $200, are you for real? That is a red flag in the client. Unless you're one of these guys overseas, like I know I got some guys in like India and the Philippines who watch me, then that's a different story. I don't know, just like do the conversion to like USD or whatever. But it's like, bro, no, people just want to win negotiations. It's how you carry yourself and it's how you speak. That is what's going to make the difference here. And you really have the advantage when it's a new client because you don't have this history where previously you negotiated with this client and you folded and now they just take advantage of you every time. Because regardless of what anyone tells you, bro, your first impression matters. Like it does. Like, bro, stop living in this Disney movie. It's like, come on, bro. Yeah, I guess you can kind of redeem yourself, but like your first impression matters, bro. And the bigger the business and the bigger the client, understand that, bro, these guys are way too busy to be negotiating over these small price adjustments. Like, even if they do try to negotiate, bro, stay in on business and say no, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, they're still going to be too busy to go out of their way and find someone else to do it. So they're probably just going to pay you what you want. Worst case scenario, the price is actually out of their budget, but you probably don't even want to work with that client to begin with. And if you actually can't make a deal and you're actually broke and actually desperate, worst case scenario, you can come back and be like, hey, I've thought about this some more. Like, I can do it at this price, but I can only give you this many deliverables now. Or you can be like, hey, I think we can actually have a good collaboration here. So I can do it for this price, this time only. And if it goes well, then we can continue at the full price. But understand, if you do this, you're not putting yourself in the best position because you're losing your trust and your credibility and like your edge, because they're going to be like, oh, like he actually did end up folding and I can probably get him to do this again. And bro, you won't realize this until you actually get a good client. Bro, there are clients out there who just pay you what you want and don't argue and nitpick and bullshit and like all this nonsense that you're used to dealing with. And it's like, bro, once you find those people, that's when shit actually gets fun, because these people actually like you as a person. They love your work. They have a lot of money. They value you. They value their content. They value your consistency and your reliability. They're hungry to grow. It's just like a good client to work with. Bro, I have this one client right now who is probably the best client I've ever had. Everything top to bottom is like flawless. I'm getting paid like the most per hour or per day that I've ever made, and I'm doing the least amount of work that I've ever done. The best deals in business are the ones where both parties actually win. Like you got to get out of this mindset where there's like one winner and one loser and like you're getting something out of them. No, everyone is supposed to win. That is how good business is done. And generally speaking, bro, if someone is investing in you as a videographer or an editor, bro, they probably have money, because if they actually didn't have any money at all, they would spend the money that they do have on more important shit. And this has become so relevant to me recently. It's like there's these tiny variables that you can tweak and manipulate that will quite literally double, triple, maybe 10x your business. You hear about this all the time with like very successful business owners. They'll pay like $100K to spend an hour with someone who is, you know, a little bit farther along than them. And then they'll take that advice and implement it. And then before you know it, their business like 10x's. And it's like, bro, once you turn into this dog and just start giving these fat quotes and you're like, here's the price, payment up front, none of this bullshit where you're asking like, oh, what's your budget? Honestly, I guess that's not the best example because a lot of times with the bigger clients, they actually do have allocated budgets like written in the books for like how much they actually can pay you, like, you know, shit that's out of their control. But that's an entirely different topic. Once you start doing this shit is when you finally start getting what you want. And I don't think some of you guys realize like clients can sense that you need work. Like they can read it on you, bro. It's so easy for a client to read if you need work. And once you get in like a comfortable spot and actually start making some money and like really nail this shit, it's funny because you develop this skill and this confidence and then the roles completely reverse. You're going to be the one who starts to smell if a client is desperate to work with you. And that's when you really have the leverage to make like these big balls offers, you know, and just slinging out these fat quotes, payment up front, take it or leave it, like that type of shit. And bro, understand that most clients that you work with have some sort of entrepreneurial background and they generally understand what it's like to be like a freelancer or self-employed where, you know, you have like this feast and famine shit. You have like this more volatile, less consistent, like paycheck type shit, you know? Like, bro, they are probably ahead of you when it comes to this like negotiation shit, you know? So you need to step up and have this massive amount of self-belief and conviction when you're talking to these clients. And you might as well trick your way into thinking this way because you literally have nothing to lose. You can at least try to carry this conviction with you, which can only lead to a positive result. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Or you can just not try and then you have nothing to gain and everything to lose. So it's like a loss versus a win-loss. It is the net negative versus a potential net positive. And any reasonable, logical person is at least going to try to trick themselves into that mind state because they know they have everything to gain and nothing to lose. And if a client comes to you and they're like, hey, can you do this for like $2,000? And you know damn well in your head, you would be dumb to take that for $2,000 and it should really be more like $4,000. You say the bare minimum I can do is $4,000. You need to be careful with how you are wording things because how you say something can lead them to believe that this is up for negotiation when no, it's not. That's what we're trying to avoid. Or you can even go higher and be like $5,000 and expect that they're going to try to knock it down. How ridiculous would you look if you went to Walmart and you went up to the cashier and you're like, hey, like I want to buy this mug, but it's $20, but I can only give you 10 for it. Like, can I buy it? Like, bro, they would think you're a dumbass. Like, they would look at you like you're insane. Like, no, the price is just the price. The price is what it's listed at. The price is the price. Take it or leave it. Buy it or don't buy it. That's the mentality that you need to get into as a freelancer, especially if you're making some money. If you're brand new to this, then fine. Like, take what you can get. But if you've been doing this for a little bit and you're even making like a few $1,000s a month, bro, you need to get into this mindset like now. Because the longer you keep doing this, bro, it is going to get ingrained in you and it's going to be extremely hard to break these habits down the road. You need to fix this shit now. The price is the price. Take it or leave it. Yes, I understand we do have the ability to be flexible and sometimes we should, but taking a project half the price of what you would normally charge is just stupid, bro. Like that's just simply so dumb. You're giving them 50% off. Like what is this, Black Friday? Like bro, no. A lot of times saying yes to money now is what is keeping you broke. It's ruining your business. It's single-handedly keeping you from doubling your income, tripling your income, and actually living the life that you want. So just because someone can pay you doesn't mean that they should. I talk about that in the freelance formula too. So the key takeaway here is you need to have conviction. Conviction is the magical word. You need to ingrain that shit in you when you're talking money with these clients. If you want to learn more about this, where I like walk you through the sales process, check out the freelance formula. I'm not going to lead you the wrong way. This is actually the shit that you need to know. And it's a fraction of the price that all these other guys are charging you. So yeah, go check it out. Follow me on Instagram, Justin.James. And yeah, that's it. Peace.